Did you know councils can force landlords in certain areas to apply for a rental license, even if it is not an HMO? Stay tuned to find out if you're affected. Selective licensing schemes are expanding across England, and a large number of councils now using these powers in order to raise housing standards. In this video, you will learn about what is selective licensing, who needs it, application process, and consequences of being non-compliant. Before we begin, please give this channel a subscribe and press the bell icon to enable notification for property-related content. Let's get started. Selective licensing schemes allow councils to require private landlords to license their rental properties in designated areas. This can apply to any property rented privately, including standard single-let property. This scheme is separate from HMO licensing, which applies to houses in multiple occupation with shared facilities. Reasons councils introduce selective licensing are low housing demand, antisocial behavior, poor housing conditions, high migration levels, or areas experiencing high deprivation and crime rates. Who needs a license? Need to license depends on a property's location. Schemes are postcode specific, so you need to check requirements for each property separately. To find out if your property needs a license, you should check your local council website, or you can also contact the council's housing department directly. Which geographical areas are covered? Selective licensing schemes now operate right across the country. This includes major London boroughs like Lambeth and Westminster, to councils in Nottingham, Reading, Birmingham, Liverpool, and many more. What are application requirements? Each council has its own application process and standards. However, most common requirements are gas safety certificates, electrical installation condition reports, EICR, fire safety measures and smoke alarm certificates, energy performance certificates, detailed floor plans, and portable appliance testing certificates. You will also need to provide management information, including details of landlords, agents, freeholders, tenancy agreements, repair and maintenance contract details, and evidence of tenant referencing procedures. What are licensing fees? License fees vary between authorities, but typically range between £400 and £1,300 for 5-year licenses. Most councils will allow payments to be made in 2 parts and offer discounts for accredited landlords and energy-efficient properties. What are the consequences of non-compliance? Operating without a required license is a criminal offense, and penalties can reach as high as £30,000 in England and £50,000 in Scotland. Councils can force landlords to repay rent to tenants via rent repayment order. Worse offenders can also face ban, which prevents future lettings. And in special cases, management orders can be used to transfer the control of the property to councils. In addition, non-compliance typically breaches buy-to-let mortgage conditions and invalidate landlord insurance policies. How to stay informed. To stay on top of it, all landlords should regularly check council websites. Letting agencies and local landlord networks also tend to be well informed on the subject, and London landlords have access to a specialist website called London Property Licensing. Impact of the Renters' Rights Bill on selective licensing. When the Renters' Rights Bill becomes law, penalties for unlicensed properties will increase, and rent repayment orders will extend from 12 to 24 months, potentially doubling fines. The government is also establishing a national landlord database that will complement rather than replace local licensing schemes. It will help councils identify unlicensed properties more easily and improve enforcement capabilities. In addition, the Renters' Rights Bill will bring in important changes for rent-to-rent agreements. Previously, superior landlords were protected from licensing responsibilities. The new amendments will make superior landlords jointly liable for licensing failures by management companies, including fines and rent repayment orders.